Let's clear this up before you spit out your mimosa. Oprah and Steadman? Still not married, never were, and judging by the vibes, never gonna be. They've been together longer than Wi-Fi has existed, but they treat marriage like it's a limited time offer they're happily ignoring. And as for Oprah and Gayle, no, they're not secretly rehearsing for the real L Word Billionaire Edition. So buckle up, this isn't your average rom-com. It's more like Eat, Pray, Love Meets Forbes, with emotional depth, private jets, and at least one dog writing Valentine's cards. If we were gay, we'd tell you. For decades, the internet has played detective with Oprah and Gayle King's friendship, convinced that their bond must be more than BFF status. Because apparently two women loving and supporting each other deeply without romance just blows people's minds. Oprah has addressed the rumors so many times it's practically a part of her morning routine, right after green juice and manifesting greatness. "I'm not gay, I'm not even kind of gay," she said with the kind of exasperation usually reserved for explaining to your aunt why you're still single. Gayle, ever the witty wing woman, once joked, "If we were a couple, don't you think we'd say it? I mean, it's hard enough getting a Saturday night date without everyone thinking I'm Mrs. Winfrey," and honestly, relatable. But the whispers persist, probably because Oprah describes Gayle like she's reading from a Nicholas Sparks novel. She's the mother I never had, the sister everyone deserves, the friend everyone wants. It's beautiful, sure, but for conspiracy theorists, it's also pure catnip. Still, both women insist it's just friendship. No secret vows, no romantic getaway with rainbow flags. Just decades of unconditional love, countless inside jokes, and probably one shared Netflix password. Enter Steadman. Steadman Graham, the ever loyal, ever low-key partner in Oprah's life. They met in 1986 when both happened to visit a mutual friend who was seriously ill. After bonding over that emotional experience, they left together. Oprah even invited him for a beer. His reply, "I don't drink." Off to a boring start? Maybe. But sometimes love begins with declining a drink and offering chiseled jawlines and emotional stability. At first, Oprah wasn't sold. She thought he was too good looking and assumed he was a classic player type. Even her producers warned her, saying, "Girl, that man drives a vintage Mercedes. You know that means trouble." Weird logic, but okay. Despite those suspicions, they started dating. Fast forward nearly 4 decades and here they are, still together, not married, still dodging wedding bells like it's 1992. The engagement that was, and then wasn't. Back in 1992, Steadman got down on one knee, and Oprah said yes. Cue the confetti, the tears, the collective squeals from every tabloid editor. But before you could say, save the date, Oprah hit the brakes. Why? Because she realized she didn't want marriage. She just wanted the moment, the fairy tale proposal, the sparkly ring, that magical "you're the one," without the lifetime subscription to matching towels and couples counseling. Oprah wasn't about to trade her 17-hour days and girl boss empire for casserole duty and a shared calendar. And Steadman? He probably would have been cool grilling ribs on Sundays and watching football, but Oprah had leadership academies to open, hearts to heal, and dogs, yes, actual dogs, writing her Valentine's cards with flowers, signed Love Steadman. Except, plot twist, the flowers were allegedly ordered by Oprah herself. Was she being her own secret admirer? Possibly. But honestly, if anyone deserves a dozen roses and a handwritten note from her dog, it's Oprah. So why no kids either? Oprah's been refreshingly candid about why she never had children. Once upon a time, she did consider it. Bought an extra apartment in Chicago, just in case. But the more she talked to people on her show, mothers who were struggling, children scarred by careless parenting, the more she realized, I don't have the ability to compartmentalize like other women. I couldn't be the kind of mother I would want to be. Instead, she chose another path, mentorship. Through her Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa, Oprah found fulfillment in guiding young women without the 24/7 responsibility of being someone's biological mom. Honestly, parenting is hard. Parenting while being Oprah Winfrey, next level exhausting. Rumors, speculation, and vintage floral drama. Let's be real, no celebrity saga is complete without a touch of scandal. And when it comes to Oprah, the rumor mill has been grinding harder than a barista at peak hour. First up, the floral fiasco. Insiders claim Oprah had her team send herself lavish bouquets with romantic messages allegedly from Steadman. Yes, our girl might have been out here writing love notes to herself and billing it to her own Amex, but honestly, iconic. Beyonce sings about loving yourself. Oprah invoices it. Then there's the whispered theory that she's been in the closet all along, based on anonymous sources who say they sold bedroom furniture to Oprah and Gayle as a couple, or saw her being cozy with a mystery woman at a party in the 80s. We'd call that gossip fossilized at this point. Oprah, with the grace of someone who has seen it all and then bought the rights to it, has calmly and repeatedly shut it down, usually with a sigh and the kind of side eye that says, "Y'all still on this?" It's not denial, it's a masterclass in patience for a woman who built an empire and still has to explain why she doesn't want a white picket fence and matching pajamas. The marriage myth and Oprah's real truth. Let's be honest, society treats marriage like the final boss level of love, the golden ring at the end of the romantic Olympics. So when Oprah and Steadman managed to clock nearly 4 decades together without the tuxedos, vows, or awkward first dances, people couldn't help but squint suspiciously. Oprah's take, classic Oprah, wise, grounded, and sprinkled with sass. "If we had married, we wouldn't be together today," she said, with the confidence of someone who's dodged 1,000 relationship landmines in heels. To her, marriage comes with rules, like emotional IKEA furniture, full of confusing instructions and missing pieces. Steadman never demanded breakfast in bed, never expected her to swap world domination for Sunday pot roasts. He let her be herself, the Oprah. And honestly, being the Oprah is probably more exhausting than a marriage and 3 toddlers combined. So instead of Mr. and Mrs., they're spiritual ride or dies, with 0 paperwork and maximum peace. But what about the money? But let's talk coins, darling. Serious coins. Oprah isn't just rich, she's owning her own network and schools on multiple continents rich. With a net worth that makes Fortune 500 CEOs sweat, tying the knot could turn those billion-dollar bank statements into courtroom exhibits faster than you can say irreconcilable differences. Sure, Steadman has his own resume, but let's not pretend a prenup negotiation with Oprah wouldn't require its own legal department. By skipping the whole "I do" thing, she keeps her empire intact, drama-free, and entirely hers. No messy divorce headlines, no asset-splitting nightmares, just smooth sailing on a private jet made of receipts and independence. Honestly, it's not love she's avoiding, it's paperwork. The unconventional love story that works. In an era where marriages expire quicker than a carton of oat milk, Oprah and Steadman might just be onto something revolutionary. A love story with no expiration date and 0 paperwork. No awkward in-law dinners. No debates over joint taxes. No "where's my dinner" arguments. Just vibes, respect, and separate closets. Oprah gets to run the world in peace, while Steadman chillaxes in the background, cheering her on without demanding center stage. It's not your grandma's definition of commitment, but hey, it works. Their bond is deep, spiritual, and refreshingly low maintenance. No matching rings, no problem. They've got decades of memories, loyalty thicker than Hollywood contracts, and at one point, 5 fluffy dogs writing Valentine's cards. Now that's romance, Winfrey style. If you love this deep dive into Oprah's no-ring romance and floral drama, don't forget to like this video. It's cheaper than sending yourself roses. Hit subscribe for more celeb tea hotter than Steadman's grill on a Sunday, and drop a comment below. Do you think Oprah cracked the love code or just rewrote it?